To get started with this kit, the first thing we're going to be working on is this little fern element. We're going to be stitching it using chain stitch, a few straight stitches, and some French knots. And then we're going to move on to this little branch, and that is stem stitch throughout the center, straight stitches, and French knots. And the final element will be this large leaf. Here we're going to be doing the center will be in stem stitch, and all the little petals are done using the lacy daisy stitch. For this element here, we're going to be stitching that using 12 strands of thread. For everything else, we're going to be using 6. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. To embroider this element here using the chain stitch, we're going to be using our beading needle. This is going to give us the flexibility to go around in this tighter curve. Thread your needle with a chunky knot at the end. The first thing that we need to do for this part here is we need to stitch this part here using straight stitch. So you're just going to go in through the back, and we're going to go down that second hole. Okay, we're going to go back up hole number 3, and we're going to add a little bit of tension to the thread, and we're going to slide below that first stitch. Okay, so we're going below that first straight stitch, or we're going below that straight stitch and going back down hole number 3. And this is how we get started on our chain stitch. Okay, so now we're going to go back up hole 4, and I'm holding a little bit of tension on the thread there. And then I'm going to go underneath that first stitch, that first chain stitch. And that's what I'm going to continue doing throughout the whole shape here. When you start getting close to the end of your thread, or your thread just starts getting a little shaggy, we could go ahead and secure your ends by going below a few of your previous stitches. And just actually one is just more than enough. You could go ahead and trim it and rethread your needle and continue stitching. As your curve gets tighter, you're just going to have to, when you pull the needle through, take your nail and just lift the needle up. This is where the flexibility of the needle really comes in handy. Now that we've come to an end of the chain stitches, we're going to first go ahead and switch our needle to our number 22. And we are going to be stitching our straight stitches before we do the French knots. That's going to help us just keep our work a little bit neater, and we won't get too confused where to find the holes. So let's just go ahead and start at the bottom and go around. And we want to go down the center of our chain stitch, not below it, but we want to go just straight through the center of that little link. Okay, now that we are done with our straight stitches, we're going to go ahead and do French knots all the way up to our last chain stitch there. And with the French knots, what I like to do, I like to go from 4 wraps, probably up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to the 5th French knot or so, and then switch it down to 3 knots and then 2. And for these little guys, I just like to do 2 turns on the French knots. So let's go ahead and just start from here. We'll do 4 turns, and we'll go around with our French knots. So for your French knots, go up the hole, wrap your needle 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go back down that same hole. Okay, I'm still holding on to tension to that thread. Push your needle down, pull it out through the other side, hold on to the thread to keep tension. That's going to give you a knot that's a little bit rounder as opposed to flatter. And there you go. So we're just going to do the same. 1, 2, 3, and try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going back down that hole we came through. Pull through, maintain tension, and there you go. So this one I kind of lost a little bit of the tension pulling through, and as you can see, it just got a little bit flatter, which is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and secure my threads and get some new thread in this needle. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and do the knots on the ends, doing 2 turns. So the next element we're going to be working on is this branch. The center will be stem stitch, and then we're going to be doing straight stitches and finally the French knots. So we start from hole 1 from here, from below. We go in from the back. We add a little bit of tension. You skip hole 1, you go down hole 2. You come back up hole 4. And we're going to go back down hole 2. But before you do that, make sure that you're pushing your thread down. We kind of want to follow the curve downward to keep it nice and smooth. So we're going to go back down hole 2. Back up hole number 5. Back down hole number 3. We're pushing the thread down. And we're going to continue in that pattern. Okay, now that we have our center stem stitched up, we're going to do these little branches in straight stitch. First, I want to start by doing all the short ones that feed into larger ones. Okay, so for example, here I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to do that one. So this larger ones, the larger stems will overlap the shorter ones. Okay, now that we've completed our branch, we're going to go ahead and add all the little French knots. And for those, I will be doing 4 turns around the needle for each one. Now that we've completed all of our French knots, we're going to start our big fern leaf here. We are going to first stitch the center stem using stem stitch. Then after that, we're going to do these smaller branches throughout using straight stitch. Now for both the stem stitch and the straight stitches, we're going to be using 6 strands, and then we're going to swap out to 12 strands for the petals. So go ahead, and just like we did for the branch, for this branch here, we're going to go in through hole 1, back down hole 3, up hole 4, adding a little bit of tension to the thread, going back down hole 2. Now we're going to continue this throughout the branch, and to maintain the curve, we're going to be pushing our threads up this time. So we're going to be push the threads up to go below the thread. Okay, we've completed the center stem. We now are going to go ahead and do those little straight stitches that I mentioned. When you're doubling up your thread, just go ahead and thread your needle. Take it to the center of what you think would be a good length, and just trim at the end. So to start on the petals, I really advise for you to start from the bottom and work your way up. If you do it the opposite direction, from the top to the bottom, you start to kind of block some of the engraving and making it more difficult to see your pattern. But when you start from the bottom, you could see where you're going to be going. And these are all going to be lacy daisy stitches. So you go in through the hole 1. We're going to go back down that same hole. And what I'm doing here, since I have a knot, I'm pushing it to the side with my finger. Going back down that same hole. I'm leaving a loop. And I'm coming back up that top hole. And I'm going to just pull until I get the shape that I want. About so. And I'm going to go back down that hole I came back up. That's what you're doing, is just essentially securing your little loop there. Okay, so now to do this loop here, we're going to go back down, that same starter hole. Hold your thread to the side, go back down again, leave a loop, go up that hole and through the loop, pull on that thread until you get the shape you like, and secure it down. Okay, so we're going to do that throughout the whole branch. Okay, so now that you're done stitching your entire kit, we're going to be attaching the rope and the hardware. We're going to be attaching the rope using a whipping knot technique. It's fairly easy to do, and I think the results are really nice and elegant. So the first thing we're actually going to do is we're going to attach the rope to the hardware. Before this is just going to make it easier for us to do the knotting. So you put your rope through your hardware. You're going to do a loop in your cord. You have your second loop here. We're going to stack them together. All right, so you're going to have your 2 loops laying there. You're going to start with your longer piece of cord, you're going to wrap it going up. So you're going to go ahead and you only need to go around the cord 3 times, laying it flat and adding tension to it. Keep wrapping on the tighter end. Okay, so when you have 3 wraps there, gonna take your longer end, you're gonna go through that loop of your brown cord and you're gonna pull on this little tail and just pull until that loop gets smaller and tighter. And now you could actually go ahead and pull these 3 loops tighter, closer to your end, and just keep pulling on this until you could see that it's forming a knot there because it's pulling in that loop into those turns. All right, so there we go. We have the first one. Snip very closely to the edge. There you go. Now to attach the hardware to our kit is all you need is a screwdriver. Since we've already gone ahead and roped our hardware, we're just going to lay it over our piece using our fingers, just hand tightening the screw. You don't need to tighten. You don't need to screw it in too tight. And before you do that, actually adjust it so it's nicely centered. And we are done.